Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I know I did. Anyway, today we have the Seiko Prospex PADI 200 meter special edition solar quartz tuna, and this is model number SNE499. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new special edition from Seiko. And make sure you check out my Amazon shopping page for this and many of my other favorite watches. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you. Oh, and make sure you check out my new Teespring t-shirt store for what I think are some pretty cool t-shirts. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you for that as well. So here you go. These are the new special edition white watch boxes. I really like these boxes. If you're in an Asian market, a lot of these special edition and limited edition boxes are black and they come with an extra strap. But I like these North American special edition watch boxes. I wish Seiko would swap out all of their boxes for just these. I really like these things. So let me show you what you get at the bottom. Of course, you already know, but I've got to show you anyway. You're looking at your instruction manual. You have got your registration stuff right here, and you've got your warranty booklet with your warranty card in the back. All right. Let's take a look at this watch. There you go. It's a fantastic looking watch, but surprisingly, I am not as blown away by this particular Seiko as I normally would be, which is very odd for me. This is a strange feeling. But let's go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side, and then we'll talk about why I'm not blown away by this watch, which again is rather shocking. All right, you're looking at a 47 millimeter stainless steel case. It is 12.4 millimeters thick. It's 47 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter silicone strap. Of course, it has a Hardlex crystal. It's got the V157 movement with a 10-month power reserve. Of course, it's not windable. It is hackable. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It has Lumibrite. It does have a screw down crown over there at 4 o'clock. It has the date function over there at 4 o'clock. It doesn't have a day function. And it has a 120 click unidirectional bezel. Now, upon first looking at this watch, I think it's a stunner. I think it's a fantastic looking watch, but there are a couple things about it that really kind of surprised me. And I guess let's go ahead and get into it. Again, love the overall look. This is basically the same watch as the Seiko lowercase collaboration watch that I reviewed about a year ago. Let me put that on the left-hand side of the screen. That's the SBDN021. Again, I reviewed that about a year ago, and this is the same basic watch. There are really no differences so far as specifications go, materials go. It's basically the same watch with a different face. And let me also show you the gold version of this particular special edition lineup. I'll put that on the left-hand side of the screen as well. That's the SNE498. And of course, this is the SNE499. Now, the original 1978 Tuna, and I'll put that up on the left-hand side of the screen as well, that was rated to 600 meters. And then the new S23626 reissue is rated to 1,000 meters, and I'll put that up on the left-hand side of the screen as well. So this watch has got some massive provenance to it. It's got a lot of history going on, and this is basically just the reissue of a reissue of a reissue. Now, the things that I don't like about it, one, I'm not, and they might be petty, and they probably are, but they're a little bit petty. One, the word solar, I wish the word solar was in the same font as the diver's 200 meter right below it. I think the word solar is a little bit too big. Again, kind of petty, not a big deal. I do like the indexes. I do like those big, bold indexes. I love them. I love the fact with the other watches, a lot of times they would cut off a little portion of the 4 o'clock index and put it right next to the date window. I like the fact that this date window is just a date window with no other index attached to it. And some of those other reissues, you'll see what I'm talking about. I like the fact that all of these indexes are by themselves. There's nothing else attached to them. And they're basically replacing the 4 o'clock index with the date window. I like that a lot. Now, what I guess the main thing about this watch is it just kind of feels cheap, man. I don't know what it is about this particular one. I mean, guys, this watch is $450 and it feels kind of cheap. I don't know if I felt that way about the last one, that SBDN021 I reviewed about a year ago, but this thing feels lighter or flimsy or something. I can't really explain it. And the crown, oh my God, the crown. This crown feels really plasticky, is that a word? Plasticky and cheap. And look at the wobble. I mean, I know you're supposed to have a little bit of wobble, but this thing does not screw in like you would expect a $450 watch to screw in. I mean, it kind of binds up on the first thread. It just doesn't screw in very smoothly, which is a little bit shocking. But I was really kind of shocked. Now the strap, I'm loving these silicone straps. Absolutely love the straps. I love the new stainless steel keepers on these special editions. I mean, the watch looks fantastic, but that crown is a little bit of a shocker. And that's really, I guess, maybe the only thing that really bugs me about the watch, other than it's extremely light. Of course, it's a solar movement, so of course it's going to be light. But that crown, I'm really kind of shocked. I know I keep saying the word crown, but I'm really kind of shocked. Plastic shroud, I mean, it's hard plastic. It's not going to be ceramic or anything, but it just doesn't feel like the other one did. Since we're at the case back, let's take a look at the case back. You're looking at your normal special edition. Of course, you can see it says special edition right there. You know, air divers, 200 meter. There's your serial number down there at the bottom and some other information. Guys, I'm just not, for what this thing is and what it costs. Again, Seiko's doing this thing where they're just rebranding and, you know, basically slapping a new coat of paint on the same watch. They're doing it with the turtles. Now they're doing it with these solars. And I'm getting a little irritated with it, I have to admit. I mean, this watch is not worth $450. No way, no how, not in a million years would I pay $450 for this thing. I just wouldn't do it. Now, the things that I like about it, again, great looking overall. I love the wave dial. I do like the dial. Love the indexes. Love the hands. Love the lollipop on the second hand. And probably the best thing about it is the loom. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But let's go ahead and try it on. And it's going to feel great because I know how these silicone straps feel now. A lot of wrist presence, looks good. But again, not worth $450. So I'm shocked that I'm saying this about a Seiko. All right, let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let me show you this cool loom. Let me kill the monitor. And let me show you what this loom can do. Now, this is different from the SNE498. The SNE498 only has one color loom. Look at that. You got two colors. You have got the teal green on the minute hand and the 15-minute markings on the bezel, and then the teal blue on all the indexes. So you get two different types of loom. So I really do like that. That's kind of a neat little feature that you only get with the PADI. Let me go ahead and zap it again and show you. All right, there you go. Two different loom colors. And it's even more distinct in person. On camera, they kind of blend together just a little bit. You can really tell a difference between the hour and minute hands, the different colors. You've got the teal blue on the hour and that kind of teal green on the minute hands and the 15-minute markings on the bezel. So that's really my favorite part. Actually, I take that back. I have one other favorite part, and that is the bezel itself. The bezel itself is 120 clicks, has some great click action to it, absolutely no give whatsoever, and everything lines up perfectly. Not only does the bezel line up perfectly with the 12 o'clock, if you notice, the second hands line up perfectly with all of the indexes. For a $450 watch, they better. See, look at that. They line up perfect with every minute marking. Look at that. Love it. Actually, that SBDN021 that I had, that didn't line up, and that drove me absolutely bonkers. So it looks like they've revamped their production to make sure that these watches are lining up with these inner chapter rings, and the bezel's lining up with the chapter ring, the inner chapter ring, and the dial and the indexes. So it looks like they fixed some of those production issues. So guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this one that just kind of, I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, man. It just doesn't, I guess it's just the value proposition. I just don't see it. I really don't see it with this watch. If this watch was $300, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I can see it. But I mean, this doesn't feel like a $450 watch. You know, it's not an automatic. You're not getting any other special features. You know, it's just, I just don't think it's worth it. And I hate to say that about any Seiko, because I mean, I absolutely love Seiko watches, But guys, I really can't recommend this one in all good conscience. Anyway, I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for this to buy it over at Amazon. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping page for this and many of my other favorite watches. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for that again for you. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and make sure you click that notification bell. And I've got some new stuff coming up. And you know what? I'm really kind of depressed now. I really wanted to like this watch a lot. But guys, all right, this is the first time I'm going to say this on my channel. I think it's the first time. I think this thing is a ripoff. I can't believe I'm saying that. Anyway, I think this is a ripoff at $450. I really do. But I know some of you out there are going to absolutely have to have it for the provenance of the watch, for the history of the watch. It is a great looking watch, I have to admit. Love the dual lume. Love the silicone strap. But you know, I just... That's about it. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. I will see y'all the next review, and I'll try to lift my spirits for the next review. All right, take care. Bye-bye.